You want to know how to calculate market rental rates for your property without using a property manager? So that would be step 3. So So step 1 is mindset. Step 2 is the know your product, know
what you're selling.
You're selling. Number 3 is
put yourself in your tenant's shoes.
Okay.
So you want to have a market segmentation, your target market profile, what your tenant is like. So you want to figure out your tenant demographic, like what are typically people living at the age. Like for example, in downtown, there's a lot of international students. There's a lot of people relocating to Vancouver. There's a lot of a younger generation, especially in the Chinatown area.
So who you're renting to?
Yeah, who you're renting to.
Okay.
And then you gotta see that how many people are there. Are they usually like they prefer to have pets? Do you see people working with pets? Or are they older generation?
So you have to understand your tenant.
Understand tenant well. Understand kind of well. You know, you gotta put yourself in your tenant's shoes.
Okay.
So that we will talk more about it later.
Okay,
but
sure.
There's a lot of things that
and then what the next step is so you know your product, but then you have to see how your product compares with
compare with competitors.
Okay.
So next step is you got to see who's your competitors on the area. It's better to have competitors in the same building. But if you're lucky, you can have it. But if you're not, then you got to find somewhere apple to apple. So what I mean by that is if you are having a high ceiling, high ceiling, or like you are furnished, you want to compare something that's furnished, same square feet size, make sure same size, make sure you have the same amount of the amenities, the parking spot, the floors, and then you want the finishes the same. The layout is so important. So this is true story. What happened was I want to rent out this property in downtown. And then he wanted to rent out super premium. It's a 2-bedroom and a deck. And he said like, oh, my property can rent it out for $3,400 because I'm calling downtown. Everything is decently new. It was a 2010 building.
Okay.
And now he was like, yeah, I have all the amenities I need. People know this place. This is good. Nearby grocery and stuff.
Okay.
But when I go to his bedroom, the master bedroom, you can't even fit a master bed in there.
Oh.
Because the layout was like, so this is usually it's a
not
square.
A square. Oh,
yeah, not a square. It's like a cut.
Like a triangle cut.
Yeah, like triangle cut.
Oh, okay.
And it's really weird to put all the furniture and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then in the living room, same thing. It was cut.
Oh.
So I told him, hey, you know what? I know what you're trying to say, your good location, everything like that, but you have to think what you have your product, right? The product that you have, and the people are demanding for the product. People are not looking for this kind of unique layout because it's hard for them to put the furniture in. So I was suggesting him to go furnish, and and then in the end, it was good that he's able to find a tenant that works for him.
Oh, good.
So that was one of the stories that we have. So you gotta make sure that even though you're searching with your competitors, make sure that you're searching apple to apple. That's very, very important.
Okay. Yeah, so you not only need to know what your product is, and then ideally you'd find out the other rooms or other units in the same building. So you could just like hopefully you know your neighbors and knock on their doors and kind of go and check out their units. But if not, you can always research the buildings nearby that are pretty similar, and then find out how much they're renting for, and assuming they have the same high ceiling, same amenities, same features, and then so you kind of like you can put it on a spreadsheet and compare.
Yeah, definitely you can compare, and then also depend on how long has the place has been. There's so many variations.
Of course, right? Like of course, and then so and so. Oh, my neighbor rented it for this price, but then that was 2 years ago, or so different rate. So you could do that. You just calculate what was the rate 2 years ago, and then versus what is the rate now, and then you can spreadsheet and analyze that.
Yeah, and talking about the rate, it's the rental market changes really quickly, especially in Vancouver. If in 1 year they have different season. Summer is always like a busy season.
Okay.
December is usually a little bit slower because end of the year people want to do Christmas, and New Year's they don't move. So there's all different season and different prices.
So the next step would be, make sure you, after you compared it with your building or your neighbor's buildings, and then when they rent it out, time,
Exactly.
when they rented out that particular building,
Yeah.
and also the seasons. So if you want to find out the market rental rate of your property, find out what season you're going to rent it out in, and compare it to the ones that rented out during that season as well.
Different seasons. And not only seasons and the years.
Ah.
Because, for example, if you compare a few years ago, some of them might be higher because when they rent it out, it's new.
Wow.
But later on, you rent it out,
older.
got older, exactly. Wear and tear, all this kind of stuff, right?